Good evening, everybody. We are super excited to see you today. We hope that you are having a great day. And right here at DG Grooming Essentials, we have an opportunity to talk to a special guest today, and she's going to share some insight with you, men, especially about skincare. And here at DG Grooming Essentials, we specialize in luxury premium brand skincare products for men. So we cover, of course, beard oils, beard balms, facial scrubs, and man, we are launching a new product, a couple of new products at that. But before we even get to any of that, we want to talk about the importance of men keeping their skin together. And what better way to do that than have a specialist, an esthetician, who works closely with us here at DG Grooming Essentials to talk about that. And I want to bring, as I pull her up, our special guest in to this program today. And I'm going to just full screen her, let her introduce herself. And I am excited to have her on today. Her name is Gabrielle Davis. Miss Davis, how are you doing today?
I am so well. How are you?
I am awesome. I am fabulous. I'm glad to talk to you again. I'm glad to see you. I know everything that's been going on with this pandemic has been really hard to kind of, reach out to people personally, aside from the virtual reality. And so your shop, Third Eye Beauty, has just opened back up. So
Yes.
before we get to the product, real quick, introduce yourself and share something about who you are with our viewers today.
Yeah, so I'm Gabrielle Davis. As he mentioned, I'm a licensed esthetician here in St. Louis, Missouri, right in the heart of downtown St. Louis. So I have a beauty studio located here on Washington Ave, and basically what I do is just show your skin some love. So I specialize in skin therapy, but I also do a couple of other beauty services as well. But I also cater to both men and women, and that's how I became affiliated with DG Grooming, because I care about the men's skin too.
Absolutely, that's right. So real quick, how long have you been in business? Anybody who just happens to be in the St. Louis area, or you happen to come to St. Louis and you are looking for a place and you want to know a little bit about her experience, how long have you been in business? How long have you been doing this passion of yours?
So I officially graduated from aesthetic school in 2018. So I've been at it since then. So it's a little bit over 2 years right now, but I've
Awesome.
been into it professionally.
So what made you decide to go into skincare?
Well, I always had a love for beauty. I just, at the time that I knew I really, really, really enjoyed it, I had no idea that I could make a career out of it. So once I came to that realization, I decided to enroll myself into aesthetic school. And there, my passion for skin health just grew. I knew that I loved making people feel good, making people more confident, helping people with their skin concerns, because there's not a lot of information out there to help people with their own self-skincare journeys. I mean, now there is, but people are still confused about it. So I wanted to just become educated about it, and I wanted to spread that word to any and everybody who needed help with it. I mean, skincare is just self-love, it's self-care, and I think that everybody should be indulging in that any way that they can.
You said that you think everybody should indulge in that skincare. That is a great
Absolutely,
segue.
absolutely.
Yeah, so that's a great segue into why men. Why men? Why should men? And we know
Same
the
reason.
market is growing, but please explain to me and why.
Yeah, well, if we're looking at it as a skincare thing, men's skin is about 25% thicker than a woman's skin. So that means that it takes a little bit of extra care for them as well. And they should definitely be doing certain things to help maintain their skin's health. But from a mental health perspective, everyone should be, it doesn't really matter what it is. Everyone should be doing something to take care of their mental health. And honestly, that saying about, If you look good, you feel good, you do good. I truly believe that. Like, if you look good, if you're taking care of yourself, if you're spending time on yourself, aside from all the other busy things that you're doing in life, you're working, you're taking care of the family, you know, you're just constantly giving yourself to other people. So to take that moment and treat yourself and care for yourself is very, very vital to your mental health. So that's why I think that men should also indulge into skincare.
So yeah, man, that is awesome that you even talked about or just mentioned that mental health aspect of taking care of yourself. Of course, like I am totally into that, and I get the benefit of it. A lot of men don't on the mental health side, but you mentioned looking good. So how does it change the complexion of the physical arena when men get treatments like facials and etc.? How does it change physically?
Well, so when I mentioned that men's skin is naturally 25% thicker, it's also the common thing that I see in men is that the oil production is higher. So it just balances your skin's pH. It balances the skin's oil production. It visibly smooths the skin. It visibly cleanses the skin and purifies the pores. Most of the time when you're dealing with oiliness or breakouts or things like that, your skin is clogged. And just general skincare helps relieve your skin, helps it become breathable so that you don't continue to just restrict your skin from naturally producing as time goes on.
So if I was to get a treatment today, let's just say I was one of those men that said, let me go in, get my face, a facial, some beard treatment. How would my skin look today, tomorrow, and the next week after treatment? What does that look like?
So when you first come in, when you first come, you're not, well, the instant changes that you'll notice is that most of the time, I don't know if you notice, but like blackheads that happen in the nose area, those are removed in your facial. So instantly that gives your skin the brightness. It takes away just that dull look. It gives your skin that clear, even look. But the day that you get a facial, you're not going to notice a huge difference. The differences happens as time goes on. Because again, like I mentioned before, that while you're sleeping, your skin renews itself. So depends on the service that you're getting. You may experience redness when you get extractions. You may experience when you leave out of here, you're super glowy. That's the difference. But overall, just the smoothness. You're going to notice your skin feels much more smoother. You're going to notice not as much texture before because of all of the extraction methods that we do in a facial and the hydration. You're going to notice that it's much more brighter and hydrated. So those are the differences you notice when you leave from getting your facial. But over time, your skin can purge. And basically what that is that here on the table, when you're getting your facial, we're pretty much removing and opening your pores for you. So days go by, your skin's gonna push out all the gunk that it's been trying to push out for a while. So there's a possibility of experiencing a purge, which is you may get a breakout or two, but that's just because the skin's just pushing out all of the bacteria and gunk that's been there for a while that we kind of allowed your skin to actually relieve in the moment. But after that, it's going to clear up as long as you're at home taking care of your skin how you should be doing with your skincare. And then by day 28, which is the average adult cell turnover time, by day 28, you should see your skin much more clearer, much more healthier, much more hydrated and glowing and just bright. And then you come back and see me and we'll start the process all over again.
After day 28.
Which is why we recommend once a month for your treatment, coming to get a service once a month.
So now as a guy, let me ask you this, and of course, we're in the business, I'm in the business, so it's kind of, different. But if I'm speaking as from someone's perspective who's like new to this whole concept, now as a man, I want to know two things. Well, three. What's going to be the cost? What's going to be the time? Because, man, as brothers, we like, man, I don't want to be anywhere for a long time. And is this within budget? Because there's some extra stuff. So that's two things. And then I'll ask you the third one after, follow up with the third one after you ask those two.
Okay, well, the average cost for a men's treatment, facial treatment, is going to range from $50 to about $85, I would say. I'm right in the middle of that cost. I'm 75, so you're basically investing $75 a month for a skin treatment. The time, how much time do you guys spend at the barber shop? So all I'm asking is for an hour. That's what it takes. It
takes about an hour.
Yes.
Okay.
1 hour, but not to mention, no, I'm not just digging in your skin and I'm not just, bothering your skin. It's actually so relaxing as well. You get to lay there. You get to get, I don't want to say pampered because I don't want to make it feel like it's girly, but you get to feel a little love for
cared for. Right.
Exactly.
Ooh. Touched up. I get it. We get it. Yeah, absolutely. So now you said something that was vital to this third question, is that how much time do we spend in the barbershop? What is, concerning how we take care of ourselves. So how do you determine then what that person needs are? Like, what does that look like?
Yes. So I can tell a lot about a person's needs, skincare needs, just by looking. So I'm looking at pore sizes. I'm looking at the beard. A lot of men's concerns are ingrown hairs and things like that around the beard. So I need to
definitely me, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I can tell a lot. Once I get you on that table, I put a super bright lamp right there on your face, and instantly I can tell what you need. But I also go through a consultation of questions. I'm asking, what are your eating habits? I'm asking, how do you shave? Are you using an electric shave? Are you using, I'm asking,
are you drinking water?
Are you drinking a lot of water? Are you exercising? Where do you work? Do you work outside? Are you constantly exposed to the sun?
Yeah.
Or are you working in a warehouse where there's dust everywhere? I'm just asking those questions to understand what I need to do for you and to understand what you need as far as skin goes or skin health is concerned.
So if after you do all of that and you look and you put us under the bright light and we're able to see you're able to see what kind of needs that should be met, let's talk about product real quick. And I see that you have some awesome product, by the way.
I do.
From DG Grooming Essentials right there in front of you.
Yes.
What kind of products do you use? I think we kind of see and know, but kind of talk about some of those products, how you would use them, and what makes them good for our skin.
Yes. So, like I mentioned earlier, the majority of men are suffering from overproduction of oil. They're just oily for the most part. Some of them are dry, some of them are combination. However, this skincare line, I established that I absolutely love it because it is formulated to meet all different types of skin. The texture and the consistency works whether you're dry, whether you're oily. One of the most important ingredients is acids, because that's one of the most important things that we need for our skin is exfoliation. And these products knew that. You guys knew what was needed for people's skin. You have a combination of acids and a jojoba oil, which is good for hydrating. You have created a very great skincare line that can accommodate any kind of men's skin, which is why I love it so much and why I continue to use it.
That is awesome. Love it. So you saw where right down there, and I'm gonna put it right back up. If you want to know, you go right here to DGWAYOFLIFE.com, and you can place your orders right now. You don't even have to wait. And we're launching some new product, and that new product, and I think you have it right there. You have a couple of them.
I do.
Kind of talk about those. I'm pulling you back in. I want you to kind of talk about those.
Okay. So we do have a beard growth serum and we have a charcoal mask. Now, as he mentioned, they are very, very new products. So I've only experienced with them for a little bit so far. However, one thing that I'm absolutely loving for sure is this charcoal mask. Charcoal masks are so good for just removing the impurities out of your skin. They are really good for exfoliating your skin in a gentle way. You're gonna notice a huge difference from using a charcoal mask. But what I noticed about this one is it includes 3 earth clays in it and charcoal. Everybody knows that charcoal is very, very good for your skin. However, the texture of it is amazing. It's not super, super thick. Which is what a lot of people do not like when they're using a mask. I know that when you're using a super thick clay, it's hard to maneuver, it's hard to put on the skin, it's hard to wipe off. This has the perfect texture. It also includes, I believe it includes an acid in there. I'm not sure, like I said, I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to this glycolic acid, I believe is what it has in there. So that's good for brightening. It's awesome. This beard serum, I've only probably used one time. I have to do my research on these new products. However, I trust all of your other products that you have come out with. So I know that I'm going to trust these new products as well. I just got to work with them a little bit more.
Love it. So those new products that she is displaying and kind of talking to you about, like the beard serum and the mask, they don't even come out. They hit June 1st, and like, man, we are ready to rock and roll. June 1st is that day that those products hit the market. So please, that's what I'm telling you right now. You see it at the bottom of your screen on the ticker to order those products. So let me ask you a couple of more questions. Talk about extraction.
Yeah.
Like, what is extraction and what is your method? Because men are probably like, you were talking about blackheads, this and the others. Like, we don't know. Like, it's just like maybe somebody told us to sit there and do it. Talk about that.
First thing I want to talk about is I do not recommend trying to extract any comedones out of your skin. And comedones are pretty much just built up oil or bacteria. Some of them are black, and the black ones are basically open comedones. And the reason why they're black is because the oxygen has hit the bacteria and caused it to turn black. If they're white, we call whiteheads, they're closed. However, most men have blackheads, like in the nose area, pretty much where the most oil is kind of clogged up and produced. And it normally happens like in the cheek area, in the T-zone area, and chin. I personally, I've been trained on both methods, and that's using my hands and also using the extraction tools. I personally like using the tools better. I feel like the tools can really get into the skin a little bit deeper than my hands can. So I use that. Everybody knows that the extraction portion of the facial is the least comfortable part of a facial, but you get through it really, really quickly, and it's so worth it. Like I said, if you're looking for that instant gratification in a facial, that's where you're going to get that when you're getting extractions. So it's important.
So would you say those are like the most major skin issues men have, or are there other like severe issues that you typically see the most, or is it the ones you just described with the, ingrown hairs, the T-line?
Yep, it's mostly ingrown hairs. A lot of the methods that men are using to shave their beards, they're using incorrectly, or they're not following up with the right procedures to keep those issues from coming up. So that's the most common issue. For the most part, men have very beautiful skin. Like I said, mostly oily. Oily skin is one of the most healthiest skin types because it can take a lot more than drier skin can. And also it ages, or it shows signs of aging the slowest. So healthy oily skin is good, but you don't want an overproduction of it. You want to be in control of it. You want to be able to maintain what's going on. So that's why I mentioned exfoliating. Exfoliating is very, very, very important when it comes to your skincare regimen, which is why I love this product line, because it includes so many great acids that are good for exfoliating your skin.
Which is what I was going to ask you right before we're rounding this curve to end our beautiful conversation. But tell them, the people who are watching, because this applies to men and women, but of course we're aiming at men. But why is it important to choose the proper product?
It's very important. It depends on what ingredients are in it. Everybody's skin takes ingredients differently, but it's very important to choose a skincare line that is educated on what's good for most skin. And this one includes great acids like glycolic, which is good for irregular pigmentation, lactic acid, good for brightening, mandelic acid, salicylic acid. All those are really great ingredients that you want a part of your skincare line to help remove that dead skin that your skin is suffering from. All skin suffers from that. It just happens. Your skin produces and you get dead skin, and it needs to be removed. This skincare line is gentle. Like I mentioned, the texture and consistency works for all skin types. The smell definitely arouses the man. Basically, it basically complements the men and what they're needing with their skincare line. It's very, very, it's what the name says, distinguished gentleman. It is definitely targeted for that gentleman who takes his skincare very serious. It's simple. It's not one of those super large skincare lines where there's a million different products and it confuses you. It has these 7 different products that will get you through exactly what you need for your skincare regimen.
I love it. Show the shirt. We got to see.
I love it too.
DGWAYOFLIFE.com.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So as you just said all of that, I have one last question before we log off today. Like, really tell us, encourage us why men should continue the trend of grooming.
Yeah, I'm gonna always go back when I get asked this question. I'm gonna always go back to mental health. I think that it's very important to do for yourself. I am a person that continuously give my energy all day long to other people. I give my energy to work, to my husband, to my kids, to everything, friends, family. Men work so hard as well. Men are struggling with so many things in life right now. And I feel like that is very, very important to take that time to take care of yourself. Whether it's skincare. Skincare is just one of the many things that men can do to allow themselves to feel like their self is important. So whether it's skincare, whether it's working out, whether it's playing sports, whatever the case may be, but skincare is an all-around mental health thing. Because when you're doing skincare, you're taking care of your body. You're also paying attention to what you're eating. You're paying attention to what you're putting in your body. You're paying attention to your appearance. Your appearance is very, very important. Men are trying to get somewhere in life. They are getting places in life. And it's important to actually look like you're taking care of yourself. And it's important to actually take care of yourself. I just think that overall, if you're trying to maintain a good, healthy mental health, a good, healthy body image, and just maintain, I think that it's great to just indulge in skincare. That's a great first step to start with. It's simple, it's easy, it's just taking care of yourself. And also you can stay out of your girls' cabinet of products and you can get yourself your own that will work for you.
I'm over here like cracking up. That is hilarious. Absolutely. Listen, Gabby, thank you for sharing with us today.
You're welcome. It's so fun talking with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. You took your time out of your schedule to do that. I need to come down there. I'm on Washington all the time. What do I need to do? I need to know what I need to do to get hooked up, to get my appointment, get me in. How soon can you get me in? I'm coming to get a facial. How soon can you get me in?
You know what? I'll make a priority for you. I love DG. So whenever you want to come, I'll move my schedule to make sure that you're able to come in and and enjoyed these wonderful products on your skin. But you're able to book. You can go to www.ThirdEyeBeautyLLC.com. That's one way. All of the social media handles are Third Eye Beauty LLC, whether on Instagram or Facebook. So we're all over the place.
Love it. Thank you. So Gabby is going to hang out backstage as we're closing out, and I will talk to her in just a second. Listen, for everyone who is watching today, we just want to say thank you for hanging out with DG Grooming Essentials. This I'm talking about top notch. And let me tell you something. Here's what makes this so special for those of you who are supporting this product, who have been bagging this product since we launched this product. It is fantastic. It is fabulous. And we are aiming to really solve men's skincare problems. We have our new products coming out. They are hitting the market. By the time you're watching this, it may already be out. These are great Father's Day gifts. If you're looking for something for Father's Day or any other day of the year, check us out right here. Let me put it back up. DGWAYOFLIFE.com. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We hope you've learned something new, and join our email. Don't forget, follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook. We're all over the place. We'll see you next time.